Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so leans towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into win this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my
Hi, Anthony. Anthony's got the grubbiest sweatshirt on in the world. Hello, Nauticals. Surprise.
What if your plans change?
What if your cruise plans change? Like
It's okay. I like this outfit.
your husband comes on a live stream in really grubby work
It's
clothes.
just a hoodie.
It's Hi, Nauticals. Yeah, I thought this would be a fun topic because oftentimes, so often,
Never.
cruise plans change. You sometimes
Exactly what you
have
want.
to figure out how to flex with it. And sometimes it's harder than others to flex with it. Sometimes the cruise plans that change hit you harder as well. And I thought we could talk about
Depends on the mood at the time.
yeah, it really sometimes it's emotions.
I
Sometimes
think attitude is a lot.
sometimes you have expectations a certain way, like your husband's going to dress for the stream.
It looks fine by me.
And sometimes you get disappointed, or the plans that you have in your brain don't equate with how reality is. So let's talk. I'd love to hear your stories, Nautical Family, on maybe a time that you've been cruising or traveling and you've had to zigzag, you've had to kind of shift your expectations, shift your plans.
Plan Q.
We've had a couple of times, and we have some times coming up and that's what kind of inspired me
You know what Plan Q
for
is, right?
this. I don't. It better not be political.
What? It's where you're constantly asking why. Why do I have to? Why?
Oh man. But let's say
It's a
hello to the
question.
people first. Is
Hello
that
to the
all right?
people. First,
Plan Q. I don't know. Is that what
Question.
that's called?
no.
Plan question, like why this is happening? Is that what?
That's the inevitable. plan.
Like, why do we need to shift our plans? Sometimes things do go according to plan, though. And, and sometimes it's more fun to have things shift a little bit too. So we have had a bit of a shift in the weather. We've swung from the minuses to
80
like
degrees.
50 degrees higher. So no, 50 degrees higher. So it's been like since last week. So it's
It's only
pretty,
been 40
it's
degrees.
pretty
higher.
nice. I know. No, last week it was like minus
Last
teens.
year?
Last week it was minus
yeet.
teens. Not year. Not yeet. Say hello,
Hello.
Mr. Z. Hi. Good evening, Mr. Z and Lindy Lou.
What?
Oh no.
Kathy L. Hello.
She just got back from a back to back. So I think that's a back to back, like a triple back to back. 3 different cruises.
Yeah, but there's like 6 backs and
You know, there's a lot of back to backs there. I'm not sure if you did 3 cruises or 6, Kathy L, but had a great time.
if you
Happy to be
multiply them,
back.
it's actually 8.
After you are done with the fun, it's pretty nice to come back home. So we're not going to multiply them, you goofball. I don't even understand your math. You got some newfangled math going on. I don't quite get. Hi, Cruise Nuts. Hey,
Hello.
Cash Addict, Mel Stowe. So good to see
Hello.
you. And there is Armada Gator,
Anthony Simone.
Simone. Hello. Thank you for being here. And greetings to the Mod Squad. So happy to see everybody. Hello, Wendy and Roger Johnstone, Destination Fun, Sherry and Danny. Cruise Nuts. We said hello to D's Nuts. Bill Leach. Greetings,
D's Nuts.
Bill. Yeah, D's Nuts. Cruise Nuts and hello to D's Nuts.
Okay.
That's the lingo. You got to get jiggy with the times. You got to speak the lingo that the people want, the jive with the flow.
Sounds sus to me.
That's fat. All these really old terms. I'm sorry if you guys are cringing. Hello, Meow, Crazy Cat Traveler. She's back from her travels to Australia and back. She literally was on the other side of the world. You know, we have other friends that are on the other side of the world.
Yes, we do.
Do you know who?
Mary Ellen Dillon.
Mary Ellen Dillon is Betsy and Mike Rodriguez, Mary Ellen, and Sean and Ilana live there.
Yes.
And then we also have the McClures, Mark and Stephanie McClure from the Cruise World. So so Betsy and Mike from Beach Please, and then Mark and Stephanie from the Cruise World.
McClure sounds kind of like one of those detective names. Detective McClure.
Yeah, kind of.
You know?
He reminds me of a detective. I think he is.
There's something about that that's just relational.
Oh man, Mercy Rodriguez. Hello,
That's a cool
sweet Mercy. You want to say hi to
Carrying
Mercy?
a 44 or something. Hi, Mercy.
Come on, say hello.
I am. Hi, Mercy. How are you?
She says hello to everyone.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Daniel Fields is here.
Daniel, still a shot away. One of
Yes.
these times I am going to get that shot, but one of these times I'm going to update my video, my intro video, because the carnival ships are still all painted white. So soon.
We're dealing with the gerbils.
Well, I'm making some really
That's in the
good.
song, by the way.
Oh my gosh,
Listen for
Anthony with his interpretation of his ears and what he hears. The gerbils are what?
No, I'm dealing with the gerbils.
That's not the words.
Yes.
That's not the part of the words. No, that's not at all the words in
says
that
that.
song. No.
Yes. The beehive has spoken.
Oh my gosh. Anthony has his own hearing. Oh my gosh.
Now y'all are going to want to rewind
Crazy
and listen to that.
Traveler. This better not be a way of saying you're off the Coop Cruise. There will be tears in the group. Absolutely not. Actually, we we just have some minor changes, and for some people with our upcoming cruise, they're probably going to be major, especially for people who can't cruise so often and might have really counted, researched certain ports when our ports changed on our upcoming cruise. So we're on Symphony of the Seas. We're, by the way, our besties.
We are not right now on Symphony of the Seas.
What?
We're not on Tune of the Seas right now.
We're going to be.
Oh, we're going to be, yes.
Our next cruise
Okay.
is. You know who is on Symphony of the Seas?
That would be
You
Sarah.
better know, Sarah and Bob.
And Bobbert.
And they're having a great time. Oh my gosh, such fun. It's so good to see them out
Yes.
there. She had a free cruise. She had to use it up or lose it before
And
February.
Just Dave is on a cruise too. He got a solo.
Oh, that's that's excellent. And exciting.
Yes.
That's really, really cool. So good wishes for everybody who's cruising out there. And but yeah, we're going to be going on Symphony of the Seas.
Symphony of the Seas.
Symphony of the Seas.
What you got drinking tonight?
I got a little bit of some knockoff hard lemonade. It's Aldi brand.
Oh, it's Vista Bay.
So no, that's not Vista Bay. This is something else.
That's a carnival drink. It's their next
I got my
key.
flamingo cup. Now, this is something I just found. It's a little ducky. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a straw cover. Hannah's like, in what circumstance do you actually need to cover your straw? I'm like, I don't know if somebody wants to slip a Mickey in there. We got this covered. I don't know, but there we go. Now I have a very little ducky straw cover. Isn't that funny? Anyway, you got me totally off. What I was saying was our cruise on Symphony. We did have to have ports that changed, and that's all about San Juan.
Sure.
San Juan. You want to talk about San Juan?
San Juan is in Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
It's located on the southern side of the isle. It's really well known for its old city atmosphere on one side of it, with the fort being there. And
You know about the port and what happened to it. That dock.
yes, so the dock, so the Coast Guard came up to inspect a ship, damaged the dock, and now won't let anybody on the dock.
They didn't damage the dock. MSC damaged. Ship damaged
That's
the
not
dock.
what the actual crews are saying.
Well, Anthony suddenly is the expert on cruise news, but
No,
we
I just
cannot-
get out onto the social
He's
media,
got
and
the
it's all accurate all the time. No fake news.
Anthony has so you got the scoop on the dock. So the
Yeah.
dock is damaged and our ship cannot
The
port
issue
there.
is that they have to do a safety inspection on it. And in order to do that, there's certain paperwork that has to be filled out.
Red tape.
Everybody's pointing fingers at everybody about when it's going to get done.
And so the big
or if it's
ships,
going to get done.
the big ships,
The
like
really big ships.
the Oasis class ships,
It's
cannot
not that
dock.
you can't get to San Juan.
Carnival ships are docking in San Juan, but
Yes.
our
Most of the tuna class can't come
Oasis, no, not most of them, just the Oasis class, not
Okay.
not most of them, but the Oasis,
Oasis
class and up, the Oasis and Icon cannot dock in San Juan. So we were
in.
supposed
I
to
cannot
go.
dock.
We were supposed to go to a little crazy today, as usual. Oh, sorry guys. I'm trying to keep it together, but he's trouble right here.
I didn't do anything.
Oh my gosh. All right. So you want to say where we were supposed to go and where we're going now? Why don't you give your best rendition? Go.
Where we're supposed to go and where we're going now.
Good job. We were going to Coco Cay. We were going to Puerto Rico and St. Martin, and our cruise got changed. We just got notification via the email that we are going to the same ports that Sarah and Bob are going to. So we're going to Coco Cay, Nassau, Bahamas.
Mhm.
We are going to, those two are the Bahamas ones. Then we have Jamaica and we have Haiti, Labadee, Haiti.
Labadee.
So those are our ports. So we changed out 4 ports to 4.
3 to 4.
That's what we're doing.
'Cause
So
we lost one.
we lost two big ones, San
3
Juan
minus
and
1 equals 4.
3 minus 2 plus 3 more equals 4. I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he does have the cross on. Wendy has a good point. You're styling the cross,
I
so
know,
you are
I'm okay.
stylish. All right. Well, oh
I
my
can go and-
gosh.
I can.
No, you cannot strip. 2 Bermuda cruises got shifted while on the cruise. Oh, yeah, you adjust. So
Shifted.
absolutely.
Yes.
You gotta shift.
And that's what it is. It's a cruise.
Yeah, we've
cruise
had
plans
cruises
change.
canceled. Says cruising scene. Hello, cruising
Yes.
scene. We've had cruises canceled. We just plan another. I mean, the whole pandemic was full of that, right?
That was
I
the
mean,
definition of it.
wasn't that? You get in the pandemic. I feel like
Are we going or are we
thinking-
not?
thinking that you were flexible and that you could zigzag a little bit, that you could shift. And then it was time after time after time. And after a while, it just got to be like ridiculous. You're like, book a cruise, but I don't think I'm going, but I can book it.
Get 10% off.
So it was interesting. It was quite the interesting time. So, but there's still changes that get made. Sometimes you can't dock. Like we had to miss Grand Turk our
Bermuda.
last year. We had to miss Grand Turk completely because of winds. A lot of times you can't dock because of winds and safety. So you just get another sea day, which is sometimes disappointing, especially when you wanted to see the island. Bermuda, we traveled to Bermuda and to Bermuda.
For Bermuda.
Yep, we're supposed to have 3 days there. Had 6 hours there.
We got 6.
Oh my gosh, but it was really, really fun. Yeah, Kathy L said 3 cruises. D&G Explorers.
Hello,
dilly,
guys.
dilly to you. Absolutely.
Toast of ice water.
Oh,
A
toast.
little bit of
Flavor, a little
Flavor.
zing. Oh my gosh. Oh, Daniel Fields, good to see you. Yeah, I'd love to know sometimes where you have had to adjust your kind of cruise plans. Let's see. Beverly Judka. Hello, Beverly. I'm going to put on my spectacles. Says, I was trying to plan something over spring break, but it didn't work out. After I stopped dreaming, reality hit. And although I was sad, I was okay. I'm looking forward to cruises that are planned. And sometimes when that happens, then you just that's kind of spurs on hope sometimes. Sometimes it's like, well, I hope that I can get to another one. It'll be, and if we can, it'll be all the more special. So that optimism is kind of, I don't know, it kind of helps me to look forward and change the way plans are. Hello, Debbie Shefkins and Sue O'Connor. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I bet you missed your dog. When you have to leave a fur baby behind, it's always nice to come back to the fur babies. We're in between fur babies right now. And
in between.
well,
Like, is there one in the future? Because we don't
yes.
know of it.
Well, no, but I think that there
Well, yeah,
will be
but
fur
no.
babies in the future. Will be.
What?
There'll be grand fur babies for sure. Doggies in the future.
Like gerbils?
Not gerbils. Why are you
Guinea pigs?
Not hamsters, fur babies. I don't know. What are you talking about? Anthony's got it with the gerbils, I think, tonight. He's got gerbils on the
Oh,
brain.
we were talking about guinea pigs before this.
You were talking about gerbils on the song too. Crazy man. Oh, Beverly's saying hello to everybody, and Debbie is wishing Crazy Cat Traveler a welcome home. Oh, I love that. Yes, Anthony, Simone, sharing those channels out there. Thank you, Anthony. Really,
Yes.
really spot on. Check out Beach Please and
Kevin
all those
Brubaker's
wonderful
here.
channels. Yeah.
Hello, Kevin.
Oh, Brubakers, hello to you and your lovely wife, Miss Queen Julie of the Brubakers. So great to see you. We're going to be cruising with them very soon. So we have some crazy cruise plans coming up. We go on the Symphony on February 16th, and we're zigzagging that cruise to different ports. Now we have new ports that we have to figure out what we're doing in. So neat ideas. Actually, in Jamaica, it's Falmouth, Jamaica. So we're thinking
That's not our normal
of
Jamaica.
Naomi and I have gone to Falmouth. It's actually kind of a cute little cruise port. The Margaritaville is right at the cruise port. It's kind of small, but not terribly small. You haven't ever been to Falmouth, I don't believe. I do not think you have.
I might have not.
I do not think that you have. We went to
Might have maybe
Montego Bay, Jamaica, our first cruise, and then we've been to Ocho Rios several times.
Several times.
But Falmouth, I don't
I think we got out to Falmouth.
you are.
One of the jaunts.
No, we have not.
In Jamaica?
We may have gone past
That's what I'm
Falmouth,
saying.
but we never
'Cause
actually
we did that cruise thing that was like that.
the road trip.
Yeah, the 3-day tour.
No, it was a long road trip. That also, when you think that you have transportation and then it takes you hours away, then you're kind of like, oh wow, we're really in the vehicle a long time to get
Yeah,
from
6
one
hours
point
on
to another
shore. We're
point.
spending 4 of it in the car.
It wasn't 4 of it. It was like 2 of it, maybe a little more than 2. Oh, see here, Robin Allison. Sorry,
Hey.
Robin Allison. Evening, everyone. Go ahead. You read her comment.
I had a cruise canceled due to a fire. It was about 10 days till we were
Oh,
leave.
about to leave. Oh my gosh. Due to a fire on the cruise ship, Robin, or a fire at home, like a house fire? I hope that everyone was safe. Oh my heavens. Yeah. Oh, Lindy Lou is cold and snuggling under a blanket. Well, show her this fire here. Lindy Lou, this is for you right here. She doesn't want to take her hands out to text, so she says hello to everyone. Hello, Lindy Lou, our good friend. Oh, yeah, he's gonna poke it a little bit with those pokers. Oh man. Is there Q's Cruisers in the house? Hang on a second.
Hey, they're on a tune-up.
I know, but I didn't see them saying hello. And somebody said hello to Q's Cruisers. Well, maybe just because we were talking about them. But I didn't see her pop in here. So anyway, there's our friends that are out there enjoying that Symphony of the Seas so much. And it's almost Sarah's birthday. Just in a couple more days, she's gonna just
Turn
be
23.
younger than ever. And I'm excited because she loves to cruise on her birthday. And I love that for her. I love that for her. Oh, everybody's saying hi to Lindy Lou.
S'mores of the Sea.
Daniel Fields is looking to sail on s'mores of the sea. Oh my gosh. Well, you never know, Daniel.
As long as
That
there's a
might
campfire
be-
in every room.
You might have a thing there. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine that? There used to be fireplaces in fancy cruise ships, like in their suites and stuff. That used to be a thing. So that's kind of fun to see and think about. Crazy Cat Traveler, you want to read her comments?
She gives me the long ones. Definitely had plans change when the forces the edge to stay in
When
Sydney
the weather
2 days.
forces the
Left
edge.
at
Wow.
midnight day 2. Mess up a couple of excursions, but not a big deal. Minus time in shore extension line.
Oh, wow. So you had to wait in this shore extension line.
Oh.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What is a shore extension line, Crazy Cat Traveler? I'm not even familiar with that, but that's just recently for you. We've had, what other times have we had? We've had so many times that our plans have changed for one reason or another. Can you think of anything else?
There's lots of
We have
those things.
stories. We've had Anthony in the hospital overnight, or in the basically the ER, the ship
The infirmary.
medical facilities on board. Well, I'm calling it the medical facilities.
Just like it's a locker and a head.
Oh my gosh. But
birth.
yeah, Wendy, I might give this to Jamie. Just what he needs is a ducky straw, rubber
be
ducky
funny.
straw. Oh, Jamie, with Jamie from Sharon at Sea with his despising the cruise ducks. Oh
I think
man.
it's a secretly he likes.
Oh, see, Wendy Johnstone, when they skip ports, I just go with the flow and have a great time.
Yeah.
So, I was talking about what we're doing in Falmouth, Jamaica.
Yes.
We're thinking Naomi and I really want to go back to this place that was it was a
A
mansion.
place.
It was a mansion. It wasn't Rose Hall. It was another one. Hope Mansion, not Rose Hall. Rose Hall was haunted, I guess. So we never been there. But
We've been
but
on a ship that was
Hope Mansion, and it's beautiful. It's just
that goes along
beautiful.
with the
You
infirmary.
can zip line, you can do tubing, you can go ATVing. There's all kinds of stuff to do. You can swim, you can just lounge at the pool. There's all kinds of things you can do that day. So it sounds really, really fun.
Fire occurred during the sailing before we were booked.
Oh my
Got a
gosh.
call from my daughter and I
Thought it was a joke.
Nope.
Oh
Worked out,
wow.
rebooked and had
A
a
junior suite. Well, that sounds fun. Crazy cat traveler Anthony is a conspiracy theorist. Next he'll tell us about aliens in New Mexico.
No, in New Jersey.
Oh my gosh. You can skip all of my Mexico and Caribbean ports. Just don't skip my Europe ports. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Can you imagine? Like there have been people who are going to sail in the Caribbean, and because of like high winds or storms, they've gotten rerouted to
the Mediterranean.
Canada, to a Canadian cruise. Can you imagine packing for the Caribbean and going all the way up to or like packing for Bermuda, and instead of getting to wear your Bermuda shorts, you have to wear St. John's shorts because that's all the way up in Canada. Those people really had to shift. Oh, I remember when Derek and Gregory had the airline lose their luggage, and they vlogged it, and they rolled with the flow like nobody's business. You know who else did that? The gals on our girls cruise last our Girls Just Want to Have Fun group cruise. There was a group of them who had major trouble flying in. They couldn't get their luggage from the airline before they had to catch the cruise. There was flooding, and it was just a mess. And this was April time, so not even hurricane season. They had the most fun. They just went with the flow, and they were so well, their attitudes were remarkable, really, really amazing. So I sometimes stumble with my attitude. I gotta admit that if plans change, sometimes I get affected. I mean, sometimes disappointment is no fun, but having to shift, the faster you can shift, I think the happier you will be. By far. It's easier to say just shift. It's harder to actually do it, especially like
just ship.
Like when you're in the medic, and I'm worried about what's going on and traumatized, and it's been the middle of the night and we're exhausted, and it's not the way you want to start a cruise. You don't want to start a family cruise with that, it's hard. That's been a hard time, but we shook it off and got through it. At the time it was happening, I didn't want to tell everybody about it. So we kind of kept it hushed. And I think it would have been better just to talk about it. But some of our family needed some processing time. So we were trying to be respectful with all of that as well. So yes, Derek says it's like watching Greg and I on our lives. Yes, the interruption, and one person's going one way and one person's going the other, and and then you got Life is Good Today.
Hey, Ronnie.
Woo, you talk about flexible people. These guys can flex. I mean, if you want to wear dresses and jump in a pool, these are the people
Don't try
for
and beat
you.
them on the limbo, whatever.
The limbo, isn't it? It's
The dance.
limbo that you go under. Yes,
table.
it's dance on the limbo. Yes. I haven't done that kind of dancing for a long time, but that reminds me, pole dancing reminds me of Sir Gary of the Beaches.
Oh,
God
yes.
bless his soul. Such a sweet guy. And he would do his own rendition of pole dancing. Cheryl One Deck Down. Hello,
Hello.
fellow Wisconsinites. So
Bill
good to
Leach,
see you.
hello.
Oh, Beverly says we were on Symphony a few years ago. All of our ports got canceled. They were able to dock at Nassau for an overnight stay. So basically, it was a 7-day cruise to nowhere. Oh my gosh. And Lalita Loca talks about that. They had flooding in one of their their first group cruise they ever threw. They had flooding in
They
their
threw it?
cab. No, yeah, they
No,
threw the
yeah.
group cruise. They didn't throw anybody off.
Oh.
But they had flooding in their cabin, and like a lot of their belongings got really wet. Boy, it sounded like a mess, and they got no sleep.
Was they on deck 1 or?
I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3, something like that, or 4.
So like the whole
5,
bottom
6,
of
or
the
7.
ship was like underwater.
No,
they were
they
struggling
had
on
sprung
front.
a leak. It wasn't
Oh.
like they were sinking.
Well, you spring a leak from the bottom.
It
On
was
a
a
ship, it's
pipe.
always from the bottom.
No, it's my work. It's at the pipes burst and flowed down.
The ship that leaks from the bottom.
Doesn't
Unless
always
it's upside down.
It's because there's water in the ship. How else are you getting your plumbing? You are something. But it's fun to hear Tony and Jenny's story about how they barely, they were basically cruising on fumes, but they still made the best of it, still had a good time, had a great group cruise. Bermuda is great. Oh my gosh, I would love to get there. Eric,
did for a
Party
little
on the Seas, our
Hello,
sweet
Eric.
friend. Hello. Good to see you. Cruising Scene said, we missed the diving show on Allure because of weather. Hope to see it soon. And that can be really
Yep.
disappointing. Those water shows are like amazing. That's why we usually book it first. And that way we have like the whole cruise to rebook if we need to. But sometimes the weather does not let you see all the shows or do all the things that you want to do or see or all of that. Sometimes we wait until the very last day. By we, I mean me, for like high ropes and those things. And then that's when you're getting
high
all
wind.
like a lot of times you get the high winds as you're coming back into port, and the weather can sometimes
High winds on the high rope.
not be so great. And for a
Who's that?
procrastinator, it just doesn't work because then they're not open. So, Mr. Z heard many mixed reviews about the Sun Princess. I'm looking forward to finding out for myself. So, way to go. Oh, hi, Larry. So good to see you,
Larry.
Beauty and the Bum Travels. Will be cruising with these fine
Yes.
folks very soon.
So we
Can't wait.
we've also had some shifts in things like running your own business and having an absolute disaster taking place while you're on the cruise ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the guests are there for a 7-day stay and all of a sudden there's no plumbing.
Yes. And it usually happens on the holiday or a weekend. That's typically when those things it's like Murphy's Law,
It's the worst time to happen, it will.
It definitely will. So
But it shifts your plans because you're expecting to do certain things.
Yes.
Some
So
of us don't get over that very well.
sometimes you're trying to when there's work to be done, it's hard when you're balancing work and enjoyment, and when does work take the priority and when does your cruise plans take the priority. And if you don't necessarily have off work in that instance, or emergency plans come up and you're the business owner, somebody's got to take care of it. So it's been hard. That happened when we were in Ensenada on a tour with Mary Ellen, I think. We're trying to go around Ensenada, Mexico on this food walking tour.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
poor
forgot about
Anthony is on the phone like the entire time he's on the telephone. So
I feel bad about that.
what No, but what we decided was that if work needs to be done,
I have
that
to
work
do
needs
separate.
to be done. And you can't work and excursion at the same time sometimes because it's really hard to expect yourself to do well at both of those. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's almost better to, I don't know.
Well, for instance,
It's hard to figure out those things out.
we talked about this before on the channel, and that is that I have limited vacation.
Yeah.
So these trips that are coming up, I'm going to be working,
Yep.
and we're just going to have to deal with that. So I'm going into them with the expectation that I'm working. If I get free, I get free. But otherwise,
So for excursions, we're planning excursions without Anthony. And if he happens to be able to join
then
us,
I might join
he
in.
can join us. But he's pretty flexible. Actually, he can have a great time just in the hot tub on board. And I'm like to go, 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 go. And he wouldn't mind that so
Hi,
much.
Mrs.
So
Keys. Hello.
I just was saying hi to Eric.
Yes.
Anthony Simone never been to Jamaica. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. We haven't been for a hot minute.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It
I'm
has.
really looking forward to going back to Jamaica. Speaking of which, I lent a Jamaican cover up to my coworker, and I have to ask her for it back. She just was borrowing it for a trip that she took to Jamaica. And I think that I'd like to wear that in Jamaica. That's what I would like to have. All these plans. Now we gotta start planning because February 16th, it's coming up. It's coming up fast. It's like 2 weeks from Friday that we're traveling. Actually, you travel before that. Anthony's traveling 2 weeks from like today, I think. Not even less than 2 weeks. We've got to pack. Oh my gosh, we got to get ready for these cruises. Oh my word. And then we're back. And then we're between, we cruise a week, off a week, and cruise another week. So, I mean, not really off a week, but back for a week. But it's exciting. Oh my gosh. Sue O'Connor, looking forward to my birthday, Super Bowl, Valentine's Day cruise a week from Friday on the Jubilee.
Very
Oh,
cool.
that is amazing. So we're going to be cruising about the same time, Sue. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, Beverly has a story. You want to read her story?
When we were on the NCL Encore and all the ports got canceled due to the big
Hated that.
C. Is that cancer? Oh, no, COVID. I'm sorry. I'm just trying
You're genius. You know what that means.
It ended up being a cruise to nowhere except for a stop at Nassau. I felt bad for our captain who had to let us know.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And
that was the stuff that was going on during that time.
Our last time on the breakaway, we also missed Harvest Key. We didn't get to go to Harvest Key at all, the private island in Belize. D&G said in Falmouth we tried Blue Mountain coffee and a beef pasty. Oh, I think it was a beef pasty. I think that is we've tried those. That's what they're like, little pastries with beef inside of them. They're very good. Oh, we have to try that. I have to get
sounds like something Greg would
Blue
say.
Mountain coffee. I think that's usually Derek typing, but it might be the both of them. I love those guys. They're so great. Great sense of humor.
I can see you hear both of them saying.
Oh, pasties can have different meanings too. Oh, Crazy Cat has been to Falmouth. I think I just did an island tour through Carnival for safety. Yeah. Everybody's Sherry, awesome sunset. Hello, sweet, good, wonderful friend. Good, wonderful friend. Oh, wishing you blessings. Robin, Fire was on the ship.
Yeah.
I think that I'm kind of not even. Oh, Tess is just in time for a poking. No. Hey, Tess. It's okay. We're not in a rush. Nice weather. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sarah was likely pushing the button. Yeah. Daniel was pulling my legs. See, shame on you. Yeah. Sarah does not spell her name with an H, so don't spell it that way. Don't let her see that. but she is pushing buttons, and she is man, she practically got to prime her first day. She was having a great time. Stayed up until 3 a.m. in that casino. Don't you do that. Shame on you. Mr.
Trying to get
Z.
caught up.
These are the peanut
Okay.
gallery. They're important. Wait, your comments from the peanut gallery. These are our fans and friends. Mr. Z says Lindy Lou wishes she was there enjoying the warmth with you both, but we'll see you soon. Oh, warm up, Lindy Lou. I can't wait to hug you. Oh my gosh. Brittany Anderson is saying hello. Blue Mountain Coffee isn't bad if you like coffee. Look who that is.
That is CMPJ
519. Otherwise known as Carl, sweet Carl, like such a sweet-natured guy. We really appreciate seeing you. Thank you for being here, Carl. Yeah, I guess that this Blue Mountain coffee is kind of expensive, but I liked it. I've heard really good things about Blue Mountain coffee in Jamaica.
Don't drink coffee.
Oh no!
Had to cancel the first girls' cruise.
That sucked. That really did. Tess, I hope you're on this cruise, this girl's cruise. But yeah, I mean, we've had cruises where sometimes you have to cancel your plans, and we practically canceled our last cruise based on some things that came up.
Here.
But hello, Stephen, saying Yancy. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Oh, had to wait in shore excursions line too because you couldn't do it on the app. Crazy Cat Travelers talking about getting those shore excursions. Sorry, I was trying to figure out. I was thinking maybe that was Australian talk for something or other. Oh, Brittany says, my husband and I have changed vacation plans multiple times during vacation. One was when I broke my foot. Oh, speaking of broken feet, this girl did a number on her toe. I think I broke my toe on Friday.
She did break her toe.
It's pretty bad. So I was walking around on a boot, and it was just no fun. So, but
now the toe that you broke is a relationship to the knee that you broke.
It is the same side. Blast it all. I kicked a chair accidentally. Actually, the chair grabbed me, and
that chair is hiding in a corner.
It's in trouble.
Cowering.
Definitely. So it's all the colors of the toe is all the colors of the rainbow, swelled up, still numb. It's going into the foot. I hate that. So thankfully it's my fourth toe, not my pinky toe and not my big toe. So but Tony G 1975 says Good Hope Estates. Yes. That is it, and I'm hoping that is open for us because I really want to get back there. I loved it there. Anthony Simone is saying, "Oh, Canada." Brittany has some plans in a few days in Miami and a few days in Orlando with days at Disney parks. Nice. That is very cool.
Sugar's here. Hello,
Sugar. Hello, Sugar. Oh, and Daniel had their the
airlines inevitably will change your plans.
Yep.
They're a good source of change.
We did not roll well with it at all.
They're a change agent.
Appreciate your realism because sometimes things hit you hard and not everybody, sometimes it's hard, especially when you're you're looking forward to it so much and then the plans change and you're like, oh, that really stinks. It's okay to be real too and say sometimes it's hard, especially when it's a vacation. I feel like that makes it, I don't know, that kind of elevates the pressure you put on yourself because you want to have fun and then the plans change and it doesn't mean that you can't have fun. It's just hard to flex sometimes. Okay, I'll read Robin's comment. My cousin had an itinerary change from a fall New England sailing due to late hurricanes, and it ended in the Bahamas. I love that. Well, at least hopefully you can strip off a fair amount of clothing.
Yes.
Oh,
Sue
Sue
O'Connor
says,
said a
yeah.
100-year-old flood in Fort Lauderdale
Oh,
caused chaos for everyone on the girls'
Mm.
cruise. That's what it was.
it was crazy. That was nuts.
Crazy
Absolutely.
Cat Traveler, during restart, my Crown Princess Alaska cruise had ports changed twice due to engine issues. So
Oh.
many complaining Karens. I was just glad to be out of the house.
It is hard when people around you are complaining a lot. Definitely hard. Definitely hard. Our Hawaiian cruise, it was one of the first cruises back, and we had booked it pre-pandemic. It was the first cruise back to Hawaii, and they canceled one of our Hawaiian islands,
Yes.
Kailua
Kailua.
Island.
You go there.
Kauai.
That's good.
I think it was Kauai, but I
Yes.
always think of Kailua.
Brittany
It's
Anderson.
the name of a Hawaiian island. Why is a
Oh.
Hawaiian island named just Hawaii? Like one of them is just Hawaii. I'm like,
It's the big island.
well, they're the Hawaiian Islands. I guess that
Brittany
makes
Anderson.
sense.
We canceled the Miami portion because of the time we left at the beginning of the
Yeah,
vacation.
sometimes it takes that flexibility, and it's not
Yeah.
always easy.
Yeah, Mr. Z, we learned our lesson coming from Alaska. We were delayed overnight, but our luggage continued on its way. We had no clothes or anything.
Oh
Really?
my gosh.
How did you get on the plane?
Oh,
Thank goodness
well,
for it was
no,
just
clean
overnight.
clothes. So
Mr. Z, I want to know.
just having to deal with dirty clothes, and that makes you feel yuck. That just really is not easy at all. Sometimes the plans change and they're fun. Like you go running off to have a drink with your friend Tony G
Yeah.
spontaneously. Just why not?
Anthony Simone, I went to
the ship sails
Bermuda
away.
on the MSC Meraviglia. You did.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yes.
I love that.
Laura Allen says hello. Bob says go Badgers.
Oh, Laura Allen and Bob, thank you. Go Badgers. Oh, Tess says, that's why I don't like Royal Caribbean. Both times there were
I thought that
cancellations.
was RC Royal Cola.
There are cancellations, rebookings,
That's
etc.
good.
Didn't get to see most shows. Put a big damper on the trip. Plans constantly changing. That gets to be hard. That gets to be hard. Derek and Gregory going on the Virgin. I can't wait for them to get back on the seas. I'm very, very excited. Out of Miami. So exciting. Yeah. Hang on. Let me just
Beverly
see.
Judka.
Oh, here's a laugh.
Here's a laugh. When we travel as a family, sometimes it seems like wherever we go, a staff member drops a dish or a glass. Happened so much that we thought it was us. Still happens today.
That's great. I bet that you just laugh about it.
Like at Thanksgiving, or Christmas, you should just drop a glass.
Daniel
plate.
and Nancy Fields have never been to Jamaica.
Really?
Oh, Jamaica Man. It's got a vibe about it. It's a very relaxed vibe, and you will probably get offered ganja. Just, take that as a word of what to expect.
Continue.
But
I was
we
telling you,
like Jamaica. I like Jamaica. I think it's beautiful there.
Beverly, continue. I was telling other family members when we were sailing on the Mardi Gras, and suddenly a waiter dropped an entire tray of food. Everyone looked at me like it was my fault.
I shrugged my shoulders. Oh my gosh. Oh, definitely. Would be cool to meet Mr. Z. Very nice guy who lives on ships. Oh, very fun. Mr. Z lives on ships?
I don't think so.
Our Mr. Z, I
No.
think. I think they're talking about the gentleman that lives on a ship. Mario is one of
Mario,
them that
yeah.
lives on a ship. Yes. Yeah, Anthony needs an aquatic PC to work from the hot tub. So oh, Judy Recess. We're going on Carnival Legend to Panama on February 15th. That's so exciting, Judy.
Kevin wants to know,
Excellent.
were the cows stripping or do they need pasties?
You gotta cover them up. Cover those nips. The ship show and their battle nips. That's what the pasties are for.
Party on the Seas, Eric. Hopefully I'll be able to go on my second ever cruise with Royal on the Adventure of the Seas in April. Coop Cruise is the next cruise if everything goes right.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Coop Cruise is the next cruise? Oh, Party on the Seas. He's one to surprise people.
He is.
Oh, you are funny. Oh, Bob is going
We
ice
caught you on
fishing
this one.
on Lake Geneva on Thursday.
Ooh.
Oh, very, very fun. It's called a Jamaica beef patty. Sugar's like, get it right, people. Stop talking about pasties. I think they call it pasties in the language of the people.
Yes.
I think they do call it pasties, but it's called a Jamaican beef patty. Jamaican.
Yeah.
Jamaica me crazy.
Bob is going fishing on Lake Geneva on
That's
Thursday.
fun.
I'll be down
Oh,
in
man.
Libertyville on Thursday.
Yep.
I got a
Anthony's got a little travel, so
road trip down
I
there.
am on this one back to back. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I'm so excited.
Tammy's here. Hello.
Tammy, much love to you. Oh, she gets to come on this girls' cruise too. I
Yes.
can't wait. Mr. Z has little teeny tiny foot. Yeah, that's from the toe. Oh my gosh. I gotta say
Crazy
that
Cat Traveler says chairs are dangerous.
yeah, that
Yes.
chair can go kiss Cat's butt. You know what? It's been pretty much numb. It hasn't been really painful. Just if I try to wear my tennis shoe, it is. If I wear my Dansko nursing shoes, they're very rigid and they work. So I'm like, okay, well then I can walk normally and they're good for my back. Otherwise, when I walk in a boot, it throws your back off.
Walk
And
in a boot.
who wants to have a thrown out
I
back?
walk a boot all the time.
I would rather lose my toe than no, not really. But I care more about my back being in alignment than my foot.
Mhm.
But you need them both.
Yes. Testimony, I
Oh,
broke my toe a few weeks before my May cruise.
yeah,
wrapped it and it was fine,
surprisingly. It didn't bother me too much with all the walking.
Yes.
I was in heels right after I broke it because I was trying different dresses on for Mother of the Bride. I think I have one picked out, but I wanted to try them on with heels because they're long dresses. Of course, the one that I ended up with is going to need to be hemmed.
Yeah.
Even with I would have to have stilts that are like this high to get.
So
I
to
should
me.
probably not.
Yeah, Mr. Z, chairs and beds bite hard. Yes.
Oh my gosh. They just don't give. Couches too. They're a stub turd on a
12-inch half-
couch.
Yeah, 12-inch,
Oh,
half-inch
they're terrible.
socket extension.
So
Those hurt too.
I don't
Done
know
that.
whether I'm hoping by the Coop Cruise I will be able to wear heels again. I don't know that for Symphony if I'm going to really plan to wear heels. I think I could get by with just flats. I have fancy flats. I think I might just kind of let it be for a little bit, although it's really not very fun to look at. So flats, I don't know. I'll have to figure it all out. Oh, it's ruining my plans. Stub
Yes.
toe is ruining my plans, but not ruining them. Just
Laura Allen.
change of plans.
Did you hear
We're not talking about ruined plans.
Celebrity is talking about doing river cruises? However, Nico
Wow.
Cruises has
Good
great
deals
right
right now for river cruises. I
Interesting.
have not heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mr.
goodness.
Z wants to go to the Kahlua Islands. Yes. It's like the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Is the capital of Kahlua Island cream? Says
Yes.
Carol.
Start the new year.
That's fine. That's my my little Creator Spring link. If you guys want a little Let's Get Naughty shirt, I really should update where I get, there's only so many
Oh,
hours
that's
in a
true.
day. So
Brittany says, I have no plans for this year. My husband will be getting deployed in
oh,
April.
much
too."
love to him.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Hope that you guys both do okay with that. I know that that's a ways that's going
Wendy
to
Johnson says 30
take
and
a
over and lives
while
on ships.
for him to be deployed. So
Yeah.
sorry that he's getting deployed. I know that's kind of stirred you up a little bit, Brittany, but
Daniel Fields Coop is our next one as well.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
They're on the Coop Cruise too. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Sometimes you need sometimes a trip is more than a day, and
Yep.
sometimes just a day trip is enough. So yeah, worst part about broken toes is that not as much as you can do, but let it heal. That's right. Just have to. We actually, she says, we're going to love Symphony. We did Symphony last year for Sarah's birthday. So we were on Symphony last year, different itinerary, but and she's back on her. She loved her so much, and we're going back on her because that's the ship that my Naomi picked out for her graduation cruise. So it's a celebratory cruise. Can't wait to get back on there, even to see the same shows where we got them booked. I think that the
Mercy
excitement
says that too.
is sharing it. Yes, you'll love Symphony. We did it with all 3 children and grandchildren, and everybody loved it. I still will get up there and do the high ropes if possible. I can't do them with tennis shoes on. Maybe I bring my Dansko nursing shoes. That would not work. That would be terrible. They're clogs, and basically they have a heel. Like you are elevated on those Danskos. I don't know if anybody knows what Danskos are, but they are really good for your posture. They make your feet feel really good, but the hard thing is they have such a heel. They're kind of like a platform heel. If you step the wrong way, you can roll your ankle. And so I don't need a sprained ankle.
Good for nurses.
Oh my gosh. But it works. It works. It works for the I'm really relieved that it works for my broken toe.
Yeah.
And look at that. We are all caught up with
The
chair.
reason that they're elevated is because you might end up with partial flooding in some of the rooms.
Oh my gosh, you never know. They have to be wipe downable. They actually do. They wipe off really, really well. They're made of, leather, and they wipe down with the Santa Claus, not the Santa ho ho ho
Santa Claus
claws,
clogs.
but the Santa Claus. So, and Sarah and Bob were really impressed by the cleanliness on board the Symphony. I just wanted to report that. They wiped down their cabin like we had wiped down
Can you eat
our
off the floors?
cabin
Can you?
in celebration, and evidently they can. Like she
I would never do
is, she's looking forward to
You know
doing.
what's been on those floors?
Yeah, we wouldn't eat off the floors. Well, unless it was a peanut M&M, maybe.
Well, maybe. It was a 5-second rule.
Laura Allen said she bid on an upgrade on NCL Sky in March. We never get upgrades though. Well, you never know. Never say never. So that'll be very exciting. Brittany is talking about her hubby. He's in the Army, specifically Louisiana National Guard. Oh, well, thank him for his service, Brittany, definitely. And yeah, I don't know. Do you have any other examples of times where you'd have to be flexible? Sometimes just patience in the lines. Waiting in the lines is not easy. You don't expect to have to wait, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, airports make me tend to get me flexible. For some reason, cruising, I'm getting there, but it's been a bit. It's been a hot
You are
minute.
definitely getting better with security. But
for the most part, but security's getting
drones. Better. Yeah, except for your drone this last time.
I have a problem with injustice, so I have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But and we're, I'm planning on going down to our property. We don't have toilets yet. So there may be a little bit of flexing that needs to happen here on the visit.
How that.
But we have to get down there and try and take care of that particular piece.
We have beds.
I literally am looking at the toilets have all been put into the garage because we're getting the whole bathroom redone. And I'm looking in there, I'm waiting for the day that the toilets go back into the bathroom.
Oh, and we do have progress on our insurance check.
Yeah.
Supposedly it really, really, really is in the mail.
They texted me.
Oh Lord. It's been a real patience game, but this is kind of like part of life is flexing and trying to go with the flow. And, sometimes being flexible really, really does help. In fact, I have that at my work. I have changes going on constantly with my work, and it helps to have a flexible attitude. You never know how it's going to be until you give it a try. And if it's terrible, then you can try to do something about it. But Beverly says, I have to be flexible with my family. Cruising with family is very different and very much needs that flexibility. Definitely does not always go according to plan, especially if you have family members that bicker. That can be hard. Sometimes we are all in agreement,
She's gonna
sometimes
go to
we aren't.
Port to see
She
you.
says,
I need one scrubby, LOL.
I'm sure everyone knows this, but I still love them regardless. Oh my gosh. Well, Mercy, we may be changing our plans and coming to your neck of the woods earlier because I might have goofed up and planned an Airbnb that at one time was cancelable and now is not so cancelable. So it, it's not.
Which day?
That would be the 15th. It's a Saturday going into Sunday.
Okay.
So you don't have to work.
Right.
So
Yeah, we might
I
be in
figure
earlier.
we should just do that and maybe meet up with our sweet friends Mercy and Lorenzo if possible. And I have a whole bag of scrubbies for you.
So good night, all.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carl, for being here.
Thanks for being flexible with our
Stay
schedule here.
safe and well. And thank you for being flexible with us, for being here. We love chatting with you, for telling your stories of when you've had to kind of change your cruise plans. And yes, I'd love to meet for dinner. Look at their flexibility in a good way.
Need to be flexible around
I
that.
love that. I love that. We would
Night,
love,
everybody.
love that. Good night, everybody. Safe travels.
God bless.
All right. Take care. Bye. It's time to go. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now. It's time to go.
She did that just before the came on the screen.
Go.
I don't think she knew that she was gonna do this.
All right, bye, y'all.
Or what?
I have to shut this thing off.